If you've traded long enough, you already know the market doesn't reward the man who rushes in blindly. It rewards the man who waits for the tape to tell him the truth. In my day, we read the market from a chalkboard. You have screens now, flashing numbers faster than any boy running tickets across the room could ever dream of. Yet despite all the advancements, traders still fall prey to the same old weaknesses: impatience, fear, hope, greed. And nowhere do those weaknesses show more ruthlessly than in scalping. Scalping is a battlefield where hesitation is punished, inconsistency is fatal, and discipline is the only friend you have. The question always comes up, what's the best moving average for scalping? Traders ask it as though a single line on a chart will save them from themselves, as though the key to victory lies in a setting, an indicator, a magic parameter. They don't yet understand that the right moving average is only as good as the mind guiding it. Still, if you use it properly, the right moving average can be a weapon of precision, letting you see where momentum breathes, where it weakens, where the market tips its hand, before the crowd senses anything at all. Before you choose any moving average, you must know what scalping truly is. Scalping is not trading. Scalping is knife fighting. It is closer to reading the heartbeat of the market itself. You are not predicting the future. You're responding to the present. You're not holding a position long enough for the story to unfold. You're exploiting the immediate imbalance between buyers and sellers. And because the window is so small, the timing must be exact. A trader who scalps without timing is like a man stepping into a ring blindfolded. He will be hit from every direction, and he will be shocked every time. I learned long ago that the market moves in waves, small waves, large waves, sudden surges, deceptive pauses. Those waves still exist. Today you see them visualized in the form of candlesticks and indicators. But indicators don't create truth, they merely reveal it. And among those indicators, the moving average stands as one of the simplest and most reliable ways to measure the rhythm of price. For scalping, you want a moving average that reacts quickly, one that catches the immediate shift in sentiment, but doesn't jerk around so violently that it traps you into emotional decisions. There's a sweet spot between sensitivity and stability. Too slow, and you're late. Too fast, and you're misled. In my experience, reborn through the lens of today's markets, there is one moving average that captures this balance better than most: the 9-period exponential moving average. The 9 EMA cuts through the noise and shows you the raw momentum of the moment. It reacts swiftly to fast moves, yet it doesn't snap at every flicker like the 5 EMA often does. It hugs price closely enough to guide your entries, but not so tightly that you're whipsawed with every breath the market takes. When a market is trending, the 9 EMA becomes a living pulse. When a market is slowing, the 9 EMA becomes a warning. When momentum accelerates, the 9 EMA bends first, then stretches away from price like a taut wire. And that distance tells you all you need to know: strength, speed, exhaustion. This is why professional scalpers lean on it more than any other short-term average. The 9 EMA gives you the closest thing to reading the tape in real time. But don't misunderstand. Having the right moving average will not turn an undisciplined trader into a profitable one. I saw traders in my old bucket shops who copied my trades, but they never copied my discipline. They took the bait on every false move because they trusted tips, opinions, impulses, everything except the price. I made fortunes because I followed the tape. I lost fortunes when I ignored it. The lesson hasn't changed. Follow price, not your feelings. When scalping, the 9 EMA is nothing but a guide, a compass. It will show you which direction momentum is leaning, but it will not trade for you. You must combine the moving average with structure, with context, with the ability to stand aside when conditions are poor. Great traders know when to attack. Great traders also know when to do nothing. And the majority of your survival in scalping will come from the trades you avoid, not the trades you take. Here's how you truly use the 9 EMA in scalping. When the price pulls back toward the 9 EMA in a strong trend, you're watching for the moment momentum resumes. Not when you hope it resumes, but when it actually does. The candle must show it. The order flow must confirm it. When buyers step back in on a consistent uptrend and defend the average, you enter with the trend not ahead of it. Most traders lose because they try to anticipate instead of respond. They want to be early. They want the thrill of catching the market before anyone else sees the move. That thrill costs them more money than bad luck ever will. If you learn anything from this script, learn this. A trader who insists on being early will spend the rest of his career blowing accounts and wondering why the world is against him. A trader who waits for price to confirm the direction will have a long future in this business. When the price slices through the 9 EMA with strength, that is no small event. Momentum has shifted. The character of the market has changed. In scalping, that is equivalent to the tide turning. You don't stand in front of a wave as it collapses. You step aside, observe the new direction, and adapt. Many traders cling to their bias even after price proves them wrong. They refuse to accept that the market has changed because they're emotionally invested in being right. In my early days, I made that mistake too. I once held a position far longer than I should have because I believed I knew better than the price. The market punished me for my arrogance, as it always does. After that day, I learned. The market is never wrong, only the trader is. The 9 EMA teaches this lesson clearly. When price breaks structure and begins to reject the average from the opposite side, the trend has flipped. Now let's talk about the biggest enemy in scalping. Hesitation. You can have the perfect moving average. You can have the cleanest setup. You can have a market trending beautifully. But if your mind hesitates, if your hand trembles, if your conviction cracks, opportunity vanishes. Scalping rewards decisiveness. Not recklessness, but decisiveness grounded in rules. Rules protect you from yourself. A rule is not a suggestion. It is a commitment. And if you choose to scalp using the 9 EMA, then you must build rules around it. Rules for entries, rules for exits, rules for invalidation, rules for avoiding bad conditions. Most traders want freedom. They want flexibility. They want to trade what they see. But freedom without discipline is just chaos with a pretty name. If you want to last in the market, you must surrender your freedom to a set of principles that guide you better than your emotions ever will. Here's another truth. The best moving average for scalping is useless in a choppy market. The 9 EMA will whip you to death when price ranges aimlessly. I've seen more traders ruined by low volatility conditions than by high volatility conditions. A dead market is more dangerous than a fast one because it fools you into thinking a trend exists when it doesn't. In such times, your job is simple. Sit on your hands. The market always returns to trending phases. There's no need to force a trade when the conditions aren't there. You must learn to recognize when your edge is present and when it isn't. The 9 EMA slopes sharply when the trend is strong. It flattens when the market is indecisive. That slope is your North Star. When it's flat, you walk away. When it's angled and price respects it, you strike. Another key point. In scalping, your stop must be mechanical, not theoretical, not emotional, mechanical. You place your stop where the setup is invalidated, not where your fear tells you it should be. The moving average is not the stop. The structure around it is. A pullback that pierces the EMA but holds structure is still valid. A pullback that breaks structure is not. The moving average is the roadmap. Structure is the truth. Combine both, and you become dangerous in the market in a good way. Ignore either one, and the market will take back everything you think you earned. Think of trades like soldiers. Your moving average tells them when the battle favors them. Your structure tells them where to stand. Your stop tells them where defeat is unacceptable. And your discipline commands them. Without a commander, the soldiers become useless. The moving average loses all meaning without your discipline applied to it. Never forget that. I must warn you about something else. The biggest losses in scalping don't come from bad setups. They come from traders chasing the market after missing the first entry. They see the 9 EMA hold. They see momentum take off. They hesitate. They miss the entry. And then, like a gambler doubling down on a losing bet, they jump in late. That late entry is where the market snaps back and punishes them. When you miss a setup, you accept it. You don't chase it. You wait for the next one. A missed trade is forgotten. A chased trade is remembered for all the wrong reasons. The final truth I'll share is this. The 9 EMA doesn't make you profitable. Your discipline does. Your patience does. Your willingness to follow rules does. Your refusal to gamble does. The moving average is merely a tool. A sharp one, yes. A reliable one, absolutely. But the most powerful weapon in trading has always been the same, your mind. I made fortunes when I controlled my mind. I lost fortunes when I didn't. And that law has not changed in 100 years. If you choose the 9 EMA as your guide for scalping, use it with respect. Use it with a plan. Use it with eyes open and ego quiet. Don't expect it to save you from your own poor habits. Let it instead illuminate the path the market is already taking. The best traders don't predict, they align. They ride the wave, they don't try to create it. They follow strength, they don't fight it. They trust price, not their hopes. In the end, the question isn't, what's the best moving average for scalping? The real question is, can you be the trader who uses the best moving average properly? If the answer is yes, then you will find consistency where others find chaos. If the answer is no, no moving average will help you, not the 9 EMA, not the 20 EMA, not the 50 SMA. Because tools don't win, traders do. And traders win through discipline, not technology. The market will always reward the one who approaches it with patience, timing, and courage grounded in logic, not emotion. If you can learn to treat the 9 EMA as a signal of momentum, not a guarantee of profit, you will rise above the crowd. And if you combine that moving average with a disciplined mind, you may find yourself doing what many fail to do, take small, consistent gains without handing them back. Use the 9 EMA wisely. Protect your capital. Follow price. Wait for confirmation. And never, under any circumstances, trade on hope. The market doesn't care what you hope for. It never did. It only respects discipline. And discipline, my friend, is the real moving average of your trading career, the one that decides your rise or your ruin.